Hello and welcome to game 2 of the match against amoffett11 or 11, however you want to slice it. So this kingdom is interesting because, okay, one, Mastermind is there, the duration King's Court, and it looks like you have to use Mastermind to build any kind of engine here, any kind of deck that plays a lot of actions. Particularly for your actions, you may consider using Mastermind on something like Candlestick Maker. You have better options than that, of course. Exorcist will gain you Wisps and Imps, so you could Mastermind those as well. But Mastermind is the key card here. We have a new card. Hooray for Pirate. First league game with Pirate. Yay! This is the game where we treat Pirate about the same as Explorer, in that we never pick it up. Spoilers. Now we have some good draw here in Puka, Rabble, Exorcist, Will Trash, Buy is present, Candlestick Maker, Skulk, Spices. We have everything we need to build up here. So I want to build. The building part is a little bit tricky, right? You do want to trash. There's a cursed gold in the mix here. So this opening is not really 3-4. It's 3-3 or 3-6 plus a curse. 3 seems simple. It seems like silver, and I will explain my mindset through these first few turns here. So my approach for these first few turns was I am going to take the curse here, pick up a puka to pair with the silver. A problem with cursed gold games is that if you gain too many curses, you get some hands where you just can't buy anything because there are green cards and purple cards just getting in the way of your money. The silver will help offset that problem. The puka will help me trash, and I want to eventually, soon after the puka, get an exorcist. Those two cards do not collide. Puka will help me trash, exorcist will help me trash and gain some valuable wisps or imps. In the meantime, Amoffett has a similar idea. We open, I think, exactly the same puka and silver. We had the same split as well, so that's fine. Here I have 4. Thank you, silver. Could have had 7, but no, I don't want 7. I don't need 7. I want the exorcist as soon as possible. So we take the exorcist there. Amoffett does not have that luxury, and to get the exorcist, they have to take a curse via the cursed gold. And another silver for me. Again, we try to offset that problem that the cursed gold brings. So Amoffett makes an interesting play here. They go for the rats. Now, I understand the rats completely. It will help them to trash more quickly. So they have the rats, the exorcist, and the puka now. Additionally, when they're done with the rats, the exorcist will trash them for imps. I understand that. That being said, I am still not going to pick up any rats. Instead, here I'm going for the spices. I do not go for the rats because I don't think I need it. I would rather build up the mastermind things more quickly, even if I trash a little more slowly. Mastermind is like King's Court, it'll explode on you. So spices here, why spices plus buy is important. The 2 coffers are also important. My deck is still not under control. I might need the extra money on 1 or 2 turns. That is why I went for spices for the plus buy instead of Candlestick Maker or Skulk in that position. Also, the spices plays well with the Puka Exorcist thing that I have set up so far. That is part of the reason why I didn't want the rats as well. Silver for Amoffett, I think that's their second silver yet, and they get rid of their cursed gold for an imp, so that's nice for them. They have an imp early. Here, okay, I spent some time on this choice. It could be Candlestick Maker for me, or I could spend my coffers, get a 5 like Mastermind, for example. Could get a 4 like Rats. All of these are options available to me here. What I end up doing is taking the Candlestick Maker. Now, this doesn't quite synergize with the Puka Exorcist plan that I have, but At some point, I will have to transition into something that Mastermind can use. Mastermind was too early. At that point, I felt my deck has one action in it, the Puka, so no, not yet for the Mastermind. Okay, Rats for Amoffett gains a Wisp. One of my Wisps gets discarded here for the arena points. There's not terrible compensation for the Wisp there. And I get to 4, maybe 5 with some coffers potentially. And at this point, I do go for the Mastermind. I now feel I will have enough actions in the deck. I gain a Will-O-Wisp from the Exorcist. I'll gain another action on this hand here before shuffling into the deck with the Mastermind in it. So Imp connects with Puka for Amoffett. They trash, draw quite a few cards, gets a Mastermind of their own. 5. Alright, here again I have lots of choices, right? It could be something like Candlestick Maker, Rabble. Could be another Mastermind. Many options. Could be Rats, Candlestick Maker. Journeyman is a consideration. I go for a second Mastermind. That's greedy. That is greedy, but for Mastermind, in my experience, you have to play a little greedy, because if it connects, you get super happy and your deck benefits greatly from it. So I went for the second Mastermind in the hopes that I see one more quickly. I might reshuffle and see it straight away here and be able to set up something for the next turn. You have to try, right? You have to try. Alright, so Amoffett trashes again with the Rats. Wisp into Imp into Rats. Gets rid of their last curse, I believe. Puka comes down for them. Trashes another copper. Arena points from the discarded Rats. Another Will-O-Wisp for them. They gain their first plus buy in the Candlestick Maker, I believe. 5. I say 5 because I'm going to buy a Rabble here. Because I have the Masterminds now, I need to start including draw in the deck. The Puka will dry up soon. And Rabble is preferred over Journeyman. Maybe you could get one Journeyman early to skip coppers. I still prefer the Rabble because of the attack. Can top deck some green cards, and I get another Wisp here. Okay, so this is great. I see the Mastermind, which is what I want. I will be able to put that in play. I don't care about not playing the Puka at this point. The Mastermind is far more valuable. 6 for Amoffett gets another 2 points from discarding a Rats. They get a Rabble and another Imp from trashing a Rats. I do unfortunately see my second Mastermind here. I mean, I knew it kind of would happen if I drew with the Imp and the Wisp, but I did it anyway. I didn't care. You know, I didn't really care. Just get through the shuffle as soon as possible. These shuffles will be messy. Eventually you'll get a good one and the Mastermind will fix everything, right? It's just like these King's Court games. You just jam a bunch of actions and King's Courts into your deck and wait. And eventually good things will happen. You just have to hope it happens for you before your opponent. Stick here is so that my Mastermind has more targets, plus, you know, the plus buy is helpful. Now, Amoffett sticks their Mastermind down, get some points off the arena, and I think they will buy a Candlestick Maker here. Maybe a silver, no, Candlestick Maker. So, I didn't find any of my actions besides Mastermind with my Mastermind. So I have an option here, okay? Usually what I like to do is not use the in-play Mastermind to play my Mastermind 3 times, because then they kind of get stuck outside the deck, and then also I don't have them in a nice symmetry, and I like symmetry. But here I did it not for the purposes of experimentation, but because I know my deck is full of actions and I replace the Mastermind that gets stuck outside the deck with another. Fortunately, I find one action, right? That's all I needed. Just one, and one would draw me into the rest because I have triple Mastermind coming in here. Alright, so Amoffett has a great turn off their Mastermind. They Masterminded their Imp. And now they do something interesting. A lot of these action cards turn into camels. So they exile 3 gold. Much better than pirate. So they can offload those gold at any point in time. They go for a second mastermind here. And a spices for some plus buy, I guess. And alright, look, you see what they did there? They trashed the rats to trigger a shuffle with all their good cards out of it. I feel like I don't know if that was on purpose or if that's a mistake. We'll see next turn anyway. So here we get to draw the deck basically. I'm drawing +9 cards at the start of my turn. I go for Mastermind on a Wisp to gain the actions. That is important. And finally, Mastermind. Again, I could Mastermind a Candlestick Maker, play it 3 times, and then just play that Mastermind once for next turn. So I would only Mastermind 1 card, but I'm playing this greedy, and I think it's fine to play it greedy. Mastermind, the second Mastermind plays my Mastermind 3 times. So next turn will be something similar for me. I will have the option of playing actions, 3 actions, 3 times or something like that. Yeah. 3 actions, 3 times. I also triple exile gold, and I need to replace these Masterminds that get stuck outside the deck because they're doing good work for me. Very, very good work. Mastermind and another Rabble for draw. I only have the 1 draw card effectively in the Rabble, so I need to fix that. My deck is getting too big for 1 Rabble to cover ground, so to speak. Another Mastermind for a Moffett. Here, I go for Mastermind first on the Wisp. It'll draw some, and I'll get the actions more importantly, but it turns out that this is nonsense. I don't understand how all 6 Wisps connected like that. I almost drew the whole deck just because of the Wisp. That's garbage. Anyways, I mean, I don't think they all needed to connect for me to draw the deck, but the fact that it happened is kind of ludicrous. The extra actions allow me to exile more gold, play Puka to draw instead of Rabble. They don't have much green in their deck. The attack doesn't do much, and I rather thin a little bit with the Puka. Exile a heap of gold. Now I have 7 of them exiled. I forget how to count here, so I have to rejig the money situation. I wanted to trash the silver to gain an imp, but then I realized I didn't have enough money to do the thing that I wanted to do. And the thing that I wanted to do is Mastermind Rabble Skulk. Mastermind Rabble Skulk. Now, Skulk is the cute way or the easy way to offload the gold from the exile pile. But that's a lot of gold. That's 7 gold, and that will hamper the draw for my turn if I offload them now. So I'm not going to offload it now. I have a plan. Don't worry about it. I have a plan on how to deal with this deluge of gold coming in. Part of the plan involves the skulk, which is why I really wanted to get it there. So I skip out on the imp, just trash the curse, because I need the money for another Mastermind Rabble and the skulk critically. Alright. So here, I think now is just a single Mastermind for me. Amoffett gets 2 Masterminds in play. Good for them. They go up to 11, which is our Mastermind, and our gold, and they offload 4 gold from their exile. And again, they make that play. They offloaded 4 gold, then trashed the rats, triggered the shuffle with the 4 gold. And I think last time it was fine for them. They had a full turn or close to a full turn. This time, no, I know there's 4 gold in your discard. So at least 4 of those 5 cards are gold. Anyway, so I had single Mastermind here, I believe. So this is not a great turn for me. I drew a little bit with the Puka, and I was able to put 3 Masterminds in play, but no Rabbles. I didn't draw through the deck. That's fine. What is important is that I have money for a Skulk, right? Because I want the Skulk. The Skulk is going to be important. for me to offload the gold. Now I offload the gold. Why do I do it now and not last turn? Because I have triple Mastermind in play. I have a lot of draw coming up. And secondly, because I set up my ghost now. So I trash this to get a ghost. So what will happen, you'll see on my turn. Let's look at amoffett11's turn. Yeah, like we knew that was a brick, right? I think they triple up on one of their Mastermind and Aspire Province because there's nothing better to do on that hand. We luckily get to Mastermind Rabble, go through the whole deck. Well, eventually we will. Mastermind Wisp for the draw, and then Mastermind Rabble to draw almost everything. Alright, almost everything. Now, this is how we draw the whole deck with the Mastermind. So I put 2 more in play. The Skulks are important now for the plus buy. I can't exile any more gold because I don't have the actions. And here is how we don't draw a handful of gold. We buy a singleton, draw card in the rabble, and have the ghost find it, so that that provides some kind of reliability for our next turn. And we gain a second ghost so we could keep looping that. So that's the plan. And now I could even exile more gold and gain it easily with Skulk. What is a pirate? Nobody cares about pirate. Alright, so here's amoffett11's triple Mastermind turn. I briefly thought at the last turn, that they may be able to get 4 provinces, but then I saw I hit them with envy from the Skulk, and that wasn't happening. All your silver and gold are now copper, so there's no way they could pile out, even with all those gold they offloaded there, because they ain't worth anything. I think I counted and I robbed them 5 2s are 10, 11, 12 coin here. It still wouldn't have been enough to quadruple province, but you know, it's nice to have the option to, with the extra 12 money. They build up a little bit here, hoping for me to brick. I mean, that is all they can do, but no, this is not going to happen because double rabble finds me into another rabble, which I can then triple rabble. And at this point, I don't even need to play any more draw cards to get through to the end of the deck here. And I do actually turn out to have enough money to quadruple province. So that is game 2. This was a lot of fun, well, for me anyway, because we offloaded 7 gold at once. I got to play with Ghost, which I like, and we built something with the Mastermind. We played greedy and it paid off. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.